Okay, so I'm finally doing a video with some decent lighting. Like every video I've done has been like right before I go to bed. First of all, happy Merry Christmas Eve. Today is the 24th of December, so obviously Christmas is tomorrow. Today, woke up, was in bed for around like an hour or two just doing outreach in my bedroom while I was in bed. Using the super direct script that I'm using because right now I can't do any looms or anything like that. So there was some few things I wanted to talk about. Things like, well, remember I've talked about I've done like every single side hustle out there, everything, man, you name it. And one of the last ones that I was doing was appointment setting. And I remember when I got in there, I remember I got my first like I don't even know what to call it, job, client, like doing appointment setting for someone, a influencer, in like 2 days. And when I was doing it, like, we had like 2 days of training. And when I was doing it, they basically tell you how to like do outreach. Because when I started, I asked the guy, I was like, is it inbound leads or is it outbound leads? Okay. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the difference is, but obviously inbound's like they're messaging him and then you can like easily close them, as opposed to outbound where it's basically cold outreach. So I was told on the interview that I was inbound. So I was like, cool. When I started, it was outbound. So they basically train you and they tell you, okay, this is how you do outreach. So I'm just giving this little story time because it might help someone out there that's with that, like someone out there that's doing that outreach. So you're always told, well, we were taught that when you do your outreach, you don't just send out the outreach message and just leave it. There's a couple steps that you have to go before you even send out the outreach message. So first one is you follow them. The second one is after you follow them, you like at least two of their posts and try to go for like one of like at least one of the likes should be one of their recent posts so that they see it. And then you comment. And then when you comment, you put, so you can put two comments. You comment and then you say, check your DMs. And then if they have a story, like, you know, like submit their story, you'll watch the story. And then you like something on their story. And then after that, that's when you send a DM. Sending a DM is like the sixth step. The reason why you do all of these before you send a DM is to pop up on their mentions. Like you're gonna pop up the fact that you've followed them. You're gonna pop up the fact that you've liked two of their pictures. You're gonna pop up on their mentions. The fact that you've commented twice. You're gonna pop up. All these things to like for them to like see you in their like mentions thing. And then on top of that, you've sent the DM. With the DMs, they used to give us like they gave us like a script as well, and I the script was like more like, you know, like the human type of thing where it's like you're not going in with a hard sale. You're going in there and kind of like, hey, love the content, making it very personalized and just putting out there that like you want to connect with them and stuff. Now, I do have to disclaimer, this is when you're using the influencers account. So you like it's a different dynamic because, you know, I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, it's a different dynamic compared to using your own personal one. So maybe that might help someone out there with their outreach. I'm trying to use all of them as well. But and then another thing is when you're doing outreach, they say like at least 80% of your outreach will not get no type of response and will just be like thrown away. Like you'll send out a great outreach message. For all you guys that are doing looms, shout out to you. Like you can send out the looms and like, most of them, like most of them, if we're being honest, will not be seen. But it's like 80% won't be seen. And then from there, you get like 20% that will be seen. And then like 20% of that 20% will get you like a reply and maybe some interest, and then like 20% of that 20% can lead to like book calls. So like that's why I keep saying like it is a numbers game, and you just gotta pump out them numbers, man. You gotta pump out. Like I was talking about yesterday, it took me around 500 outreaches to get my first book call for copywriting. So, and I do think low key, you do like, I know no one ever wants to be like, oh, I got lucky, but luck does play a part in it. I'm not gonna lie, because you might like, how do I explain it? If someone's not in the market for like, okay, you kind of need to come across someone that is already interested in already like building up their platform and like is more like open to form, if you get what I'm saying. Because if they're not, then they don't really care about whatever free value you're gonna send them, because they're not really in the market for it right now. But then if you were to catch them 3 months later, that same person that ghosted you or told you to like piss off could be the same person that would be like willing to work with you and get you to like, you know, start making money with them. That's why I say it's a maybe not luck, but right place, right time. Because even with the person that I booked my call with copywriting, if I were to do that 2 months earlier, he was like he was not in the market for it. He just recently got in, and then I just happened to send him a DM, and then you know what I'm saying? It is luck. It is luck. But that's why your luck increases with the more outreach you do. You get what I'm saying? Like if you only send out 100 DMs and then someone else sends 1,000 DMs, you know, the guy that sends out or the girl that sends out 1,000 is probably gonna get more replies, more book calls, and more clients than the person that sent out the 100. If you get what I'm saying. So yeah, it's still morning time over here. This will probably be part one of today's video, but I think I've already sent out around 20, maybe 25 DMs today. So yeah, this is just like my mantra. Like I just got numbers, man, numbers. Just keep spam everyone. You know what I'm saying? Spam everyone. Like, and then obviously at the end of the day, like when you're, like when you're doing so many numbers, you start to see what, okay, let me change this, let me tweak this, let me take that out, let me add this in, let me, you know what I'm saying? So this is part one.